There was a serious attack overnight on the 15th of March, entering the 16th of March 2026 in Maiduguri, Nigeria. Boko Haram carried out a coordinated attack, one of the deadliest attacks in recent times. Several people were killed, others were injured, and some of the Boko Haram militants also were killed, and military men were unalived. It is a very terrible incident that occurred. It was a coordinated attack where the Boko Haram members took out their time and set also some explosives in some communities so that they attack. And they were in their numbers. The US President Donald Trump tweeted about it, and instead of the President of Nigeria, Bola Ahmed Tinubu, to go and visit the area, sympathize with the victims, get first-hand information, call for a situational analysis, and see how they can prevent or bring justice to those killed, injured, and affected, Nigeria president is on his way to London. If this had occurred in any civilized nation, and the president of that civilized nation has to visit another country, that president will immediately suspend the trip, push the trip, see into it that he understands what happened, visit the area, talk with the locals, call for an emergency meeting, and look for ways in which they can prevent further attack, and see how they can further push away these terrorists to a faraway area and possibly neutralizes them. But you see, in Nigeria, since it is more of a president who don't care, a president who sees interest more in money, in making deals that will benefit his pockets, a president who believes that whether they vote for him or they don't vote for him, or he has what it takes to still win the election, the president travel out in an incident like this that occurred, where he had several injured, several military men targeted and injured, where some military men are believed to have been killed in this attack. Any president in his rightful sense will not leave the country. Any president in his rightful sense will stand in solidarity with the people and the military, with the defense and security forces who stood to repel the attack, whose camps were attacked by Boko Haram. But the ordinary day Nigerian president, Bola Asubajo Tinubu, what did he do? Today 17 is on his way to Britain. You see, that's why I say Africa, we don't have good leadership. We don't have generational leadership. We have people who spend their time to harness and to steal from the little that the people have. The taxes that are being put in Nigeria are exorbitant. The common man can barely breathe. And to even say, let the poor breathe. How would they even breathe? Can people breathe when they are no longer living? The economy of Nigeria is crippling. Insecurity is number one priority. That you are traveling out of your country the same day after there was a serious attack in a part of your country. Serious attack in a part of your country. You still had a scheduled visit. You still had the temerity to go and attend to that visit. That means you don't love the people you are ruling. That means you don't have a good conscience. That means you are a leader who don't care. You are a leader that just bothers about his pocket and his family. No doubt your son, Sheikh Tinubu, is everywhere. Spending money, giving King Mission money to do NGO mission, will come and say, hey, ST, my boss ST, so give my boss ST. Because they know, in all things being equal, they would have been subpoenaed, investigated. In a normal country, your son would have been investigated to come and explain how and the source of his fundings. But you see, since we're in a jungle, nothing will happen. It is sad. People were killed in Maiduguri. People were injured in Maiduguri. People had series of, in fact, It is, if you watch some of those images, you will cry. The Boko Haram took their time to operate. Thank God some gallant soldiers came in. But what is the president of Nigeria doing? He decided to go away. Tinubu decided to leave. He's now in UK, in England. That their nation is bleeding. Nigeria is bleeding. But Tinubu is in England. He left for England. 9/11 occurred, George Bush went there. There have been some accidents, some terrorist attacks. You see the president on the field to see, to take stock. Since because we know we have the powers to win an election, whether they vote for us or not, we are not accountable to the people, we are accountable to our pocket. We handpick a few people, put them ministers, give them powers, bring down the judicial system, warn judges, give judges money, control the judges anyhow, call when the case is in session. You call the judge, you ask the judge, tell that lawyer to kneel down. The judge say, thank you, sir, I will tell the lawyer to kneel down. How do you have a nation on earth that a judge asks a lawyer, what we call learned mind, to kneel down in a court session? Can only happen in Nigeria, a jungle. When I hear Nigerians say, they come out and say they are, how do they call it, giant of Africa. What are you gianting of? You are giant of Africa when people are being killed in your countries, people are being unalive. Like normal thing, in fact, that become normal, a massive terrorist attack. Your president Nicodemus leaves the country to, not Nicodemus, leave the country in a televised manner, smiling, not even, you don't even see him with grief or grieving a death. Like I say, oh, the president is really heartbroken. You know, the president is leaving the country heartbroken. You don't see. Joy is greeting ministers. He reached one minister. He said, oh, the landlord of Lagos. That is because your children are safe. You don't care. You don't care. If we were in a functioning system, Tinubu would not have even become president in the first place. Not alone the cream of people who are in his cabinet. Some of them who are forcing to sleep with women until they pay them, before they pay them. Some of them who ask services, when services are rendered, they cannot pay. They ask that the women sleep with them before they pay. They pay the women their own hard-earned money. Some who are stealing lands in Abuja with left and right and nothing is done. And you are telling us that Nigeria, we are proud of our native land. No tribes and tongue may differ in one. No, that is not. That is, in fact, the whole anthem speaks the ordeal of Nigeria. It's a reflection of what Nigeria is, which is the whole anthem, which is, I rise, O compatriot. Nigeria call, obey. Our compatriots need to arise. They were afraid of that anthem. That's why they decided to change it, because they knew the anthem would resonate patriotism in people. Because they need to arise. Nigeria needs to wake up. Oh, compatriot, arise. But they cannot. It's terrible.